staying with us. All right, Jason, we've all heard about some dangerous examples of road rage.
Oh, Lord, you know it.
It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What really is happening is somebody's responding to
Yeah.
somebody else's thing. That's
Yeah.
my official expert advice, right? Well, how do you deal with that when anger is directed at you? We're not the experts to tell anybody,
No.
but luckily we do have the expert here,
Exactly.
licensed pastoral counselor, Dr. James Stillwell. You're going to talk to us about analyzing how to deal with anger and everything that comes along with it. That's an easy way, right?
Analyzing is interesting because in that moment, who's got time to analyze, you know? And so I think the best advice sometimes is just breathe, take a deep breath, because what's happening is you're flipping out. You do not have access to your best brain. And it's the inside brain of the emotional brain that's firing off this fight or flight response oftentimes.
Right.
And so your whole body's all worked up as if you need to get into a fight or you need to run away. You're making judgments either that I'm right or judgments that the other person's wrong. And it all ties back into some place where you got hurt before, probably.
But in the moment, we don't have any time to analyze that,
Yeah.
like you
Well,
said.
no.
Is it just that initial reaction, the physical characteristics that come out? I mean, you turn red often.
Exactly.
People clench their fists.
Yeah.
Is that natural? Do we
That
have
is the
control
fight
over
or
that?
flight response. That is the design of the body so that when an animal that wants to eat you comes at you, you can fight it or you can run away.
Right.
Well, most of the time in today's world, that's not what's happening.
Really?
You know? There's not really an animal trying to eat you. So
Well,
so
I mean, I don't know.
well,
Those
you never
hikes in
know.
the woods.
But that's the exception, I guess. But in most of those instances, you need to take a pause, take a breath, and figure this out.
Now, does the being tired and hungry
Yes.
affect it even more?
You deal with food, so you probably know about being hangry.
Hangry.
Yes. And so there's a phrase that we often use in counseling, halts. If you're hungry or let me see, angry or lonely or tired,
Yeah.
then you're not at your best. Okay? So calm down.
Yeah.
Get something to eat. Take care of yourself. Get some rest. So if it's possible for you to take care of those situations, you're not going to be as susceptible to those situations.
Right.
And it's funny you say that because being tired just seems to exemplify every situation to the degree, no matter what.
You don't have the resources to deal with it.
Not at all. So what is your advice? Say somebody says a nasty comment to us or cuts us off. How do we train our body to react in the proper way?
Yeah. Well, there's kind of positive meditation and a negative meditation. And the positive meditation is things like gratitude.
Yeah.
You take some time every day to take a deep breath, think about what you're thankful for in your life and those kind of things. A negative meditation is when you let what you perceive as somebody hurting you run over and over in your head until it gets worse and worse and worse. So the answer to that is forgiveness, and that is not easy. But it's
So you're better off when you get like that instead of just mad, just say, Lord, honey, look at them crazy people. What are they doing?
right. Yeah.
just
They
blow
don't
it
know what
off.
they're doing.
Yeah, just blow it off.
And if you know what you're doing, then you're not so into judging them or judging yourself even.
Right.
You make it sound so easy. And I feel like if you're just saying, Lord, honey, you can't help but smile.
It's
So,
like,
I mean,
Lord, honey, just take another bite off your cheeseburger and keep on driving. It'll be
but that
fine.
might get you punched in the face because the way you react can also affect how the other person
Right.
reacts.
So that's what we're talking about, mirror neurons in the brain. That's why it's so dangerous sometimes to come at someone with anger because you're provoking anger in
Right.
them. So all you can control is yourself.
Right.
So if you can bring yourself down with a breath or walking in nature or whatever, then that's going to be much better so you're not provoking that into somebody else.
Good advice. It's kind of the saying 90% of what happens to you in life is how you react to a
Oh, it
situation.
totally is.
Not what's
It's what you
given.
think about it.
Right.
And our judgments, as I said, are based on past hurts and different things like that.
Right.
It's not even based on the situation.
Right.
Yeah.
right
Deep
at hand.
issues.
Right.
All right. Well,
Very
Dr.
deep.
Stillwell, if we need some help with dealing with our anger or just how to handle it better, how do we get a hold of you?
Okay. Well, drjamesstillwell.com is a good place to start, and you can find my 3 locations and my phone number and my email and my text. And it's all good.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being here. And when in doubt, just say, Lord, honey.
Lord,
Start
honey.
eating
Lord,
that
honey, just
cheeseburger.
go on. Yeah.